Good evening. My name is Nigel Chambers. I'm from Big Gold Belt Media. Ladies, thank you so much for the time today. Very excited to talk about your new project, Hotel Cocaine. How are you three doing today?
Great.
Thank you.
So, this era, and shall I say iconic era in, we'll just say world history, because it was not only just a war of drugs in America, but it obviously reached Latin regions of America and so on. But one thing for sure about this era that I truly appreciate is, well, the beautiful cars, the clothes, the vibe, the music, the celebrities that comes out of it. For you, what's some of the aesthetics of this era that you were very excited to tap into for your roles?
I mean, I love the vibrant colors, the disco, the fashion, the big hair and the jumpsuits and the platforms and the chunky jewelry.
Yeah.
It's so different to my life at home, and I just loved diving into it. So cool.
Yeah, I think for Valeria, I mean, she's still very young and she doesn't get to wear all of like the like cool outfits.
Good
I know.
time.
Yeah, but it was so fun to see. And one thing Valeria does wear, which I love, are bell bottoms. And yeah, I think those are my favorite for sure from
Yeah, I also I really liked very much all the sets that Raimundo created for the show. I think that all the psychedelic shapes and colors, even in Roman's house, which is a bit more like toned down, still is like you don't see stuff like that anymore, and that's very,
Yeah.
very attractive. And nothing is an accident. Everything is like very ¿cómo se dice? Delicadamente puesto. How do you say
It's
that? Like
intentional.
delicately like placed and
yeah.
yeah.
Like the records and
See the
like
Yeah.
records, the
yeah.
clock on the wall
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for all the all the crazy things that's happened in that era, you can't help but to still love it and identify as one of the best eras of all time. So you three women represent the three most important women in Ramon's life. How would you all describe and assess that relationship and how it will be tested over the season?
Mm.
Well, he's Valeria's dad, and they definitely start off very like they're very close. Um they have a very close relationship. And because of that, I think that she is able to identify that shift and like she's able to see when something is different. And
Hmm.
so when she sees that he's not being particularly honest with her, I think that that definitely shatters the relationship a little bit.
Yeah, I think when you always play like in a show or whatnot, like a relationship, a couple relationship, you always mirror the other person. Just like in real life, when you have a relationship, you mirror the other one. So it's always very interesting to play because it's like the other person has something very precious of yours in their hands. And I think
Yeah.
in a way, Marisol has that part of Roman, and Roman has that of Marisol. Of course, when conflict comes to family conflict, aka Nestor. Um, yeah, uh, they're both handling something very delicate, and so it's bound to be broken or a bit damaged, let's say. So it's just playing with very delicate materials here, I think.
And Janice's relationship with Roman is the love and the heart is at home. But then there's this interesting dynamic between Janice and Roman in that he tells Janice all the secrets that he kind of skates around and skirts around at home. So she's got this really intimate relationship with him, but it's not romantic. Yet she feels like she owes her life to him. So when he starts to get deeper and deeper into Nestor's world, I think she starts to see a shift in him that isn't the person that maybe she knew or thought that she loved. And that's really confronting to go like, how far into this world are you going? And how far am I going to follow you? Because she does a lot for him, like a lot.
A lot.
And then so it's interesting to watch that kind of realization that she's not even sure that she knows who he is.
That gives me chills because I was going to say Janice has been a very special character of a lot of characters I've seen written on television. And I wanted to really quickly ask you and try to sneak in these last two questions is one, I want to know you all's thoughts and feelings about the representation on set, you know, having everybody from so many different backgrounds and nationality across the board. And then to go back to Janice, Janice has a certain special motivation to her. She's super confident in so many different situations. Can you talk a little bit about what that character taps into in order to deliver such powerful scenes all across the board?
Thank you so much. I mean, I think in terms of representation, Chris Brancato, our awesome showrunner, creator, he was very sure that he wanted to represent all of the different characters from the Latin countries to be, if you're from Mexico, you speak with your Mexican accent. And if, you know, we have people from Venezuela and Mexico and Spain and
Colombia.
Cuba, Colombia. And so I think that level of representation on the show and, you know, just having the two leads are Cuban Americans. It's so fantastic.
Yeah.
And you guys maybe want to speak a little bit more to that.
Yeah, I think that it honestly, not even like, yes, like the characters themselves, but even outside of it, it just like everybody adds their little taste of their culture to it. And it's so beautiful. I think that's.
Yeah. And I think if you were to make a show about the 70s, in the 70s, we wouldn't have had the chance and the freedom to speak and to have the voice of so many Latin American cultures. I think that because we're doing it now in 2024, we have all this freedom to, hey, no, I'm going to speak about my culture and this is my slang, or this is how I would say it. And for that also, Chris has been very like, okay, this, you know, go ahead. You just tell me what is more authentic, what's going to speak more to the people who are going to watch this. So yeah.
It's completely beautiful. Ladies, thank you so much for the time. And I can't wait for the world to check out Hotel Cocaine. It's been amazing thus far.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.